Morning. Happy Sunday, people. Just playing my cards, getting ready. I have to do this before I start. Hi, Craig. How are you? It's good to see you again. You want another reading? Kate, hello. Hi, Luann. Hi, Marge. Hi, Godfrey. I'm not looking good. Just want just got out of the shower. Thanks, Craig. Anyway, right. Just doing this because I have to do this first. This is OCD, which I have. Don't see me with many OCDs, but this is one. So, I feel confident now. These are my cards. Fairly old, fairly loved. Old like me. Right, Craig. Craig, you're suffering with depression at the moment. I can see that. It's been quite bad. But you are with your soulmate, so that's the most important thing, and I can see that as well. But I see you're taking a leap of faith. So you're going to do something different, whether that's moving work or doing something different, but you are going to step off the precipice and do something new and exciting. It might be something that's not connected to work. It might be something you want to do in your life, and there's a moving card as well. So whether that's moving or moving on in the situation, I'm not sure. But there is a definite movement, all right? And I see you've got a little bit of OCD yourself, so you're struggling with control issues and you're seeing spirits more around you, which is good. So you're starting to, the valley's thinning for a lot of us at the moment, and I can see that as well. I see you're more in control of your money at the moment, but you're keeping an eye on it. So you're watching your bank all the time and making sure that everything's fine and dandy in there. All right, I see that as well. And I see you're fed up with bickering, but you're tempted to change things, and you've got the Fool. And as we know, the Fool is the beginning of the Fool's journey. It's the beginning of doing something new. It's the beginning of rebirth. So it's time for you to go ahead and have that rebirth that you've been waiting for. All right, it's been a long time coming. And you've got spend time alone in nature, meditating about your desires and intentions. Ask the angels to help you gain a positive perspective, okay? That's what your cards say to you, Craig. Lots of love. Marge, hi. Hello, Marge. How are you? Marge, money's a mess. It's coming in fits and starts. You are going to get someone out of your life, or a couple of people even. By doing so, you're going to blame yourself because you stab yourself in the back with their problems. I feel like a bit of a fraud because I know the situation that you're in, and I know that what this is actually pertaining to, but it's actually what the cards are saying as well. All right. I also see that you don't see the good things about you, and you've got a deep depression that's kind of affecting you at the moment. But you are moving on, all right. You are going to move on. You are going to get grief off a woman with a sharp tongue, but you know how to deal with this, okay? It's the end. The death card is brilliant. It means it's the end of the bad stuff. You're coming to the good stuff now, all right? So be positive, and you'll see that everything's going to turn out just fine, all right, my lovely? All right, love and light to you. Let me find you a card, sorry, and if you've got your angel card. Let's find you a good angel card, shall we, Marge? Marge, you have Ariel. New psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. Well, I know Marge has started meditating, and she's enjoying it. So there you go. The cards aren't wrong. All right, Kate. Hi, sweetheart. We had a chat room last night, and Kate was with us. Kate, I see you're worried about an older man in your life's health. Don't worry too much. When I say older, he's over 40. Don't worry too much, darling. It's going to be fine, okay? I see oh, great. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. It's the second best card in the pack. It says that the fortune's changing for you, but you have to learn. So you have to learn life's lessons to move on comfortably. You have to learn. It's all about education. I don't mean like going to school. I mean education of life. And you've been through the worst. The worst is gone, all right? You're coming to a better place, and you're tempted to change things. There's a temptation there. Whether you're going to change something in the home or what, I'm not sure. But there's something that you're actually thinking about right at this minute that has caused the cards to come out with that. And you've got a new beginning. The sun is the very best new, one of the best new beginnings. Not the very best, but it's one of the best new beginnings. It means that you've been through. It's like when you say, I wish I could start again and know what I know now. And that's what you can have an option to do. So you are going to start again knowing what you know now, okay? So you'll find a card for you, Kate. Kate, my darling, we have Athena. It's safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful. Can't read it backwards. In a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. All right? So that's positive. All right? You've got some stuff going on and it's all going the right way. Next, we have Godfrey. Hi, Godfrey. Lovely to see you. Let's see what you got. Oh, the card's gone upside down. There's a reason for that. Godfrey, you feeling a bit like you don't know if you're coming or going, been or gone? Feeling a bit up in the air at the moment. I'm sure we all are actually, but this is a bit more than that. You're worried about an older lady with health as well, but I wouldn't worry too much. You've got a soulmate round you. If you haven't got her now, you will have soon, all right? And you're in control of your own problems, which is good. I see a youngster around you with a sharp tongue, drives you mad. Probably it's more a case of they say things without thinking, or they shout a lot. And I've also got you standing too much, obviously, but we all do that at the moment. But I've also got you being a bit of a wizard, so you know where you're going and you know what you want to do. You've just got to get there. All right, my darling. And I see you as your own worst critic as well. So you deal with your problems, but then you beat yourself up with them as you've got them. All right. You've got a little girl walking with you. I think you need to know that. And you've got an older woman with a sharp tongue around you who drives you mad. And the little girl I'm talking about is in spirit. Okay, it's a child that never made it here. Okay, let's find a card for you. I think it's that one because that one's upside down. Vanessa, to make your decision, ask yourself what brings me closer to my divine purpose and which takes me away from it. All right, Godfrey? I hope that makes sense, my darling. Love and light, okay, to you. Aaron, hi, Aaron. I don't know if I've ever read for you. Grandpa Don's always around me, Craig. You should know that. Grandpa Don's an absolute amazing bloke. And I speak to him regularly. And he's fine, absolutely fine. He's doing his thing. He's still up the gym. But I'm sure he's with you quite a lot as well, my darling. I'm sure you know he's there. He'll make sure. Don't worry about that. Do love your granddad, Don. See what we got for you, Aaron. Aaron, I've got you seeing spirits more and more, which I know I feel like a bit of a fraud because I know you do that. But I've also got you sitting in the middle of people kind of coming to you with problems and wanting you to kind of... it's like you're Geneva, you're stuck in the middle. Just keeping the peace. I see that you've learnt to deal with your problems one at a time. Rather than letting them overflow over you. But I've also got you being a hermit, which we all are at the moment, but again, you're a bit of a wizard. So you've got plans and ideas and things you want to do, but you're stopped from doing. Well, it's time. I can see that you will go ahead with this, and I've got the Wheel of Fortune for you, which means that the wheel's turning for better times, but you have to learn, all right? You have to learn life's mistakes. And you need to write stuff down because you're forgetting stuff, my darling. There's things that come along and you just completely forget them. Because you don't write them down. You need to start writing stuff down because you will make mistakes. And for you, Aaron, I have Maya. Schooling, studying, education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. Well, to be fair, Aaron is one of my students, but he's pretty much there. He doesn't really need any more teaching. But yeah, there you go, Aaron. You know it. All right, take care. I hope to see you soon. Taz, hi. How are you? Let's see what we got for you. You, another one, need to write things down, all right? You're forgetting stuff. Um, you're right. You've got an older man you're worrying about. Please don't. All right. I'm not seeing bad things coming there, and I see that there's a moving card for you, but it's a moving on in a situation rather than anything else. All right. So you're moving to a better place, um, but you need to leave the past, other people's problems behind you to move on truly. And I see that you have. You feel a bit trapped, like there's no way forward, but that's a gypsy in you, and you feel that you're surrounded by other people's problems and you just can't see a way forward. I'm sure we've had that for you anyway. This man keeps coming to the top that you're worrying about. It's an older man. He gives you good advice, not that you listen. And his health is going to be okay. All right. It's just it's going to be a blip. Yeah, and you need to write stuff down. You don't see the good things about you, Taz, and you need to start. All right, start to believe in you, because if no one else will, you need to. Let's get a card for you. You have patience. Now is the time to learn, study, and gather information. Enjoy being a student, because in the future you'll synthesize your knowledge into action. So whatever it is you choose to do, whether it's work training or what, or whether it's just learning something that you want to do, you will do well. So do it. Give it a go. You never know. All right. Love and light to you, my sweetheart. Shona, hi. I hope you're well. I'm looking forward to being. I'm going to be. Yeah. I'm going to be birth partner, hopefully, for Shona's baby. I'm really excited, and that's not far away. And Craig, I just want to say a message for you. I will always keep your granddad's initials on the group, and I also started Don Styler's Hampshire Healing, which is a Reiki group, and I will absolutely always keep his name. You know that I loved him to pieces. I still do, and I still will, and he will always be the head of my group. That's what I've promised, and that's what I'll do until I give it up. He will always be there. All right. So, and he will talk to you when you're ready. You have to believe, Craig. So I can't speak to my dad. It just happens. Right, Shona, let's see what we got for you, my sweetheart. We've got you worrying, like being insecure, and where you've been cheated on or you've had problems in the past. You're really struggling with that at the moment. I mean, I know the situation, but it's more so at the moment. I've got the world for you, though. And that's a brilliant card. It's the top one. It says that everything's changing and it's changing for the better. All right, so give it a go. You know, calm down, and time will work it out. You're tempted to leave, and you're tempted to change things. I see that, because you've got temptation, you've got the devil. But sometimes you have to be patient. We've got a baby coming soon. I've got you worrying about your dad. You don't need to worry about your dad, okay? He's going to be fine. And I've got you being a good mum, and you've got the very best card for happy families. And I know that you have struggles, but for you, in your little family, you have everything. And I love you all to very little pieces, absolutely. And you've got an older man in spirit looking out for you, all right? And little Willow's so clever. And you've got the death card, which means you've been through the worst, and the best is yet to come, which you know. Let's find an angel card for you. I have. You're a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them. Can't read it backwards. And help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. Okay. So we know that you are also one of my students, and you're doing well. So that's brilliant. All right. Love and light to you, my sweetheart. And Cheryl, hang on, somebody's swiping to me. Cheryl Temple, hi, how are you? Right, for you, I've got you getting some people out of your life, okay? I don't know if you've got a brother or someone around you, or someone that's older. He's going to be over 20. But they rush into things without thinking, and I know you worry about them somehow, and I can see that you're going to be getting some people out of your life, but it's going to be as a result of this person. So I don't know if you're actually going to get this person out of your life, or if this is someone close. and as a result of what's going on with this person, you will be pushing people out. But it's for the best. It's a positive move. And I see that you're very, very stubborn, and when you've got problems, you deal with them on your own. You won't ask for any help from anyone because you're so, like, purposeful, and your mind's set, and you put your head down and you get on with it, and you don't ask for any help from anyone. I can see that's coming through again. All right, and I can see you enjoy doing what you do, and I can see also a sneak of a pregnancy, which means that you might hear about a pregnancy in the next year. All right, it's only just a little sneaky hint of one. All right, we'll see. Did you want any more? Right. Let's see what we got for you. You have a special bond with animals. Your pets on earth and in heaven are watched over by angels. Alright, Cheryl, it's an unusual one to get. Lovely to see you, my darling, and love and light. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Hi, Karen. I haven't seen you for ages. Karen Francis Hall. Karen and I go back quite a way. Known her for a long time. I missed Lorraine last week, and I don't know if she's come on this week, but I missed her completely. I'm hoping she does. Right, Karen, you got to stop. You've got to start seeing the good things about you. You're your own worst critic. You beat yourself up for things, even then it's not your fault. And I see that is something that's be coming out into the fore quite a lot at the moment. You are a spiritual teacher. You know you are. You need to start using that. All right. You're doing well. Okay, but you need to believe in it. And I know it's a hard time at the moment. There's a lot of OCD and a lot of where you've got to be in control of your problems, and you've got to deal with them on your own and stuff like that coming through. And I bet it's pretty hard for you at the moment, but there is a moving on, so you are going to let go of some of that. All right, but you have to start writing stuff down, because again, you're going to be in danger of losing and forgetting stuff. We have Melina. You are confused and indecisive because you don't have enough information. Do research or seek expert advice before making a decision. All right, sweetheart. Okay. Well, I hope to see you soon. And lots of love and light. Oh, I'm losing the list. Hang on. Okay. What I might do is like you as I go down. Right, Sue Metcalf. Hi. Lovely to see you. Ah, there you are, Lorraine. I'm glad. I've just seen you come sneaking up the list. I'm so glad. I missed you last week. I felt awful. Right, okay. Sue, you've got some backstabbing going on behind your back. Someone's causing trouble, okay? You will find out about it. It's not going to cause you a day's worry. And you're worried that you've got a woman an older woman with a sharp tongue who's driving you mad. So she may be connected to it. As in, it may even be about her. But we'll see. I see that you're trying to save money up, but you're not very good at it. But you are in control of your problems, and you like to nurture your money, so you like to keep an eye on it. So when you do have money, and you struggle to save it, but when you do have money, you like to keep it. You like to keep an eye on it, and you like to make sure that you don't spend it frivolously. And I see that you turn away from the good things about you, but there's a celebration coming, and that's going to be hard in this day and age, but there is a celebration, so there's something coming up that's going to be good, and hopefully make you smile, even if it is social distancing. I'm also seeing, Sue, that you're more aware of spirits, or you see the spirits around you, and there's a youngster under 20 who's driving you mad with a sharp tongue at the moment. Alright, let's see what card I got for you. I have, for Sue, Opal. Can you see that? Your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels. Because you've got a little boy that walks with you, my sweet. I don't know if you're aware of that. He's a spirit child, would never have made it here on the earth plane. Craig again. Hi, Sheila. Luann, I've read for you. Jade. Hi, Jade. Okay, right. Aaron, I've read for, I think. Hang on, just let me check something. Yes, I have. Right, Jade. Or do you want me to read? I'll read you first, Jade, and then I'll read for Rhea, yeah? So, Jade. Jade, you got someone around you, whether it's a partner or what, who rushes into things without thinking. They're quite silly, or it might even be a relation. They're quite silly. They do some silly stuff. They rush into things without thinking and get into trouble. And I see they're concerning you at the moment, and you've got enough of your own stuff to be dealing with. I am looking at the cards, by the way, not just looking down. You've got enough of your own stuff to be dealing with at the moment, and you don't need to be getting involved with that, but I understand why you are. You do beat yourself up with your own problems, and even though you've dealt with them. You like to look after people, you're a nurturer. And I see that, yeah, there's two actually. You've got one who's got a sharp tongue, rushes into things. You've got one who's got issues that could do with some counselling actually, or some form of treatment. And I see that they're worrying you as well in your life. I hope everything sorts out fine. I understand it's going to be hard, and I see that you generally, probably not at the moment, but generally you are the magician, which means that you are always busy, permanently busy. You rush around, and you just don't have time to look at. You've actually got some really good things going on in your life, but you just don't have time to look at it because you're so busy. All right, and you get stressed with things staying the same. You like changes in your life. You don't like things to always remain that way, or just you like to change your room around or change the colours. And for you, Jade, I have Isaiah. It's a good time to give birth to new ideas and situations in your life. I'm watching over you. Sorry, guiding you and protecting you during these changes. Okay, 1 sec. I can't see. Sorry, somebody's messaging me. Right, yeah, got it. Right. Ria. Hi, Ria. I hope you are watching. If not, you'll have to get this afterwards. I have read for Ria. Ria, you need to get some people out of your life at the moment. You are in a soulmate relationship, or you've got one coming, but I think you probably are already in it. And money's a bit of a mess. It's coming in dribs and drabs, but you're coping with it. You have a strong woman with a sharp tongue around you who drives you mad. I believe that's probably your mother. And I see that you are like to be more in control of your money than you have been for a while, but there's a lot of bickering and it's driving you mad. There is one warning though, Ria. Please don't lend money out, all right? Because even if you have it, because the person who asks you isn't as skint as they say they are, so they're going to be holding on to their money, and they're just going to be borrowing your money as well just to complement theirs, and you won't get it back, darling. So don't lend it if you can avoid to lose it. If you can afford to lose it, then fine. And I see that you've got definitely getting people out your life, but you've got to start seeing the good things about you, Ria. All right, that getting people out your life is a positive. Let's find a card for you, my darling. We have your children on earth and in heaven are happy and will be well cared for by God and the angels. All right, so that I think resonates with something we spoke about the other day. So I hope that makes sense. All right, love and light to Ria. Right, Lorraine, hi. I'm so sorry I missed you last week. Lorraine, there's some training coming up for you, some education, some learning, something that's going to help you to earn money, whether that's in job training or what, I'm not sure, but there's definitely something afoot. All right, you've got an older fella gives you good advice but you don't listen, and you're worried about him again, but don't, please. Okay, I'm not seeing anything bad, it's only a sneaky thing coming through. I see that there's a youngster that you're in connection with, who, when I say youngster, it's under 20, who is very clever, very, very clever, indigo child, and you worry because they don't concentrate. Too busy doing a million other things. And I see you trying to, there's a move there, Helen, and whether that's a move on in a situation, I'm not sure, or whether that's an actual move, but what it is a warning card, because it's telling you that you have to leave other people's problems behind, and to get that new beginning. So yeah, do it. All right. And there's a pregnancy you're going to hear about around you as well. Okay, That's definitely coming out. I can't get away from that because that's come out 3 times now. So that's definite. Either that or you've already heard about it. Alright, and you've got the Wheel of Fortune, so it's all about learning. So your Wheel of Fortune is turning, but you have to learn lessons of life to allow it to turn correctly. Does that make sense? So you have to learn. It's all about learning for you, because you are tempted to change things in your life right now. Alright, Helen, and I'm so sorry I missed you last week. And the angel card for you is, funny enough, schooling, study and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. I hope that makes sense, my darling. Love and light to you. Okay, let me just have a scroll back up. Lorraine, yep, done Lorraine, done those. Aaron, yep, done you. Claire Stones, hi. How are you? You can't answer me, and if you do, it'll come miles down the list. Right, Claire. Claire, have you recently lost someone? There's a man. I don't know if he's your grandfather or what, but he's coming in quite close, and he's just coming to me just then while I had a break. I see you've got someone around you, sort of a partner who is very, very clever, got lots of nice things about them, but quite boring, if that makes sense. You find them a little bit boring. They're not a naughty person. And I see you spending money on a youngster at the moment. So there's a youngster there that you're spending a lot of money on, and I see there's bickering arguments around you. It is bickering. It's like you want to batter people's heads together. It's like you're arguing over nothing. And I also see that you have you worry about what other people say about you. I have a saying for that: chuck it in the fuck it bucket. All right. Who cares what other people think? It's not them that's living your life. And you again, you've got the Wheel of Fortune as well, Claire. So things are changing for you because you've got the temptation to change it. All right, so you've got both the Wheel and the Devil. So it's a temptation to change it at the moment. Everything's changing. You need to learn your lessons, and it's all going the right way. All right. So I'll leave that with you, Claire, and let's find a card for you. And for you, I have my, again, schooling, study and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. All right, my darling. I hope that makes sense. Let me just scroll up. Yep, that's you done. I've done Jade. Agni, hi. Hello, I've read for you before, haven't I? Well, it was one of these, wasn't it? Agni, hi. And Craig, I did want to open a shop, so let's hope. Spot on, brilliant. And if you do, put Don's name in it somewhere. All right, just like me. Right, so here we have Agni. You've got you worry about your relationship. It's like whenever you have a relationship, whatever you do, you have this worry, jealousy, because you've been cheated on in the past. And I want to say it's a hard one to move on. And you are working your problems out and writing lists down, but you need to write more because you're missing stuff. There's stuff along the line that you're not writing down. All right, so get along and do it. And you're a bit chaotic at the moment because you've just thrown my cards everywhere. So you're a bit up in the air. You don't know whether you've been, gone, come or whatever. And there's so you're a bit of a mess, my darling. Let's hope it sorts itself out soon. You've got you are learning to deal with your problems one at a time. It's been hard, I understand that. And you've got a child with a sharp tongue, which probably around you, which probably doesn't help. But yeah, there's going to be a pregnancy around you as well soon. It doesn't mean it's you, but it does mean it's probably around you or in your area. Okay, so be prepared for it because it's likely to happen. Let's find a card for you. And we have Crystal. Have faith and hope because there's something positive and new on the horizon that you can't see yet. All right, beautiful. I hope that makes sense to you. And brilliant. Okay, so we have Agni, Karen. Yeah, definitely open the shop. Craig, love it. Kelly, hi Kelly. Kelly Smith. All right, Right, Kelly. What have we got, Kelly? Oh, Kelly. Lovers. So if you're not in a sexual relationship, you will be soon. That's always a bonus. But I want to say it's a bit deeper than that. You're actually quite spiritual, Kelly. I'm surprised you don't use it. You make out you're strong all the time, but you really don't feel it, and you are aware of spirits around you quite a lot. So there's a lot of spiritual stuff going on there, Kelly. And I don't know if you practice, but you should if you don't. And I see that you have a child with a sharp tongue, and you're constantly watching the bank at the moment, so you're making sure that money's okay. But you've got to stop laying awake worrying about other people, my darling, because at the end of the day, that's their problems, and it's not yours. You're doing okay, all right? Give yourself a break. You've got a child with a sharp tongue around you, and you're more in control of your money than you have been for a while. Yeah, but I see you're constantly keeping an eye on your money. You're very particular. It's your thing. You watch your money all the time, like a hawk, I'm gonna say. Right, so we have for you, which makes me say even more, you're a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth and all of its inhabitants. And so I hope you do practice, Kelly, because you should be. And another one who practices, Donna Piggott. Hi, my lovely. I haven't seen you for such a long time. I'm doing okay, and I hope you are too. And the baby, and your husband. Yeah. Photos are beautiful, by the way. I see you are more aware of spirit. You're aware of spirit all the time, but you got a new beginning coming. All right. So you know the one that says, if I could know now, if I could start again and know what I know now. And that's where you are. You're coming to that new beginning, all right? You got a older woman around you've been having some problems with. When I say over, she's over 40. She's got a sharp tongue. She's driving you mad. I can see that coming through as well. And I see that you're worrying what other people think of you. Donna, you never used to do that. I'm surprised at you. Your little one is so clever. She picks up phones. She knows how to work them. She's a little indigo baby. She's been here before, as you know. And you are about to do something different. Okay, you're about to take a leap of faith. And I believe everything's going to be fine, because that leap of faith is the fall. And that's the fool's journey you're doing. And you start at the beginning at rebirth. The whole tarot cards revolve around the fool's journey. And that's what you are taking. It's doing it. Right. Yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind and spiritual growth right now. You need to look after yourself, darling, because you probably aren't, if I know you. All right. So, Donna, I love you lots, and I'm sorry I can't have a one-to-one conversation with you, but I hope to see you soon. Love and light. You ought to be giving me a bleeding reading. Alistair Graham. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? Hope you're being good. I've just seen one come up. I remembered this time. Well done, Sammy. Right, Alistair. You like to look after people, and you are looking after people at the moment. I see money's a bit of a mess, so you probably had furlough, or you're not working to your full potential, and you're trying to save money up, but you're really not very good at it. And I see you've got a woman, an older woman with a sharp tongue around you who's driving you mad. I hope you're not holed up with them, because that couldn't be worse. But it's somebody who generally is absolutely driving you to distraction, and there's lots of bickering around you that's quite strong. And Alistair, I see you blaming yourself for everyone else's problems. You can't fix everyone, Alistair. And I see that you do struggle with trusting people, because you've had your fingers burnt in the past. But yeah, other than that, I see you enjoying working when you can. So that's a positive. But as I say, don't get your fingers burnt. And the card for you, Alistair. You have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help. All right, Alistair? I believe you have, because you're very into spiritual side, and I think you should use it. Laura. Hi, Laura. Laura Jane Boyce. How are you? I hope you're good. I'll do this for you, and then I'll do Lewis, okay? All right. So, for you, moving on. So there's a move. It looks like a move of some description. It could be moving home. There is a warning with it. It says that you need to leave the other people's problems behind to then move to the new place, all right? So you need to do that. And I see that you are, again, you're worrying what other people think about you, which I wouldn't have said you would. But there's a celebration coming up, so that's going to be nice. There's something to look forward to. I want to say you're going to get married. Sorry. Anyway, and I see that you're worried about an older lady with her health. Don't worry, again, as I say, there's not going to be too much problems, but I see you doing some education, so there's some in training or in-job training that's going to help you to earn more money coming up. Alright, I hope that makes sense, and I see that you are spending money left, right and centre at the moment, but you are also more in control of it, so there must be doing okay for money, but you've got the gypsy in you, so you like to change things. You don't like things always staying the same. You like to move on, and you like to do things differently, and you feel trapped by the people around you. Well, I think you're going to be moving on. I think there's going to be a move there, darling. Alright, so let's do a card for you. Whoa, hang on. I have Amiga, victory. Your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. And I think that's important to you, my darling. Okay. And Lewis. Right, Lewis. Lewis needs to write stuff down because he's forgetting stuff. And he's more in control of other people's problems, so he's trying to look after everyone else. The worst is over for Lewis, though. There is some backstabbing going on. I don't know if it's at work, but somebody's causing problems. It's like, I want to say it's a woman, but it may be a bloke, but they're saying stuff that is unnecessary. Does that make sense? I have to have a drink or else I'll die. And I see that you, Lewis, you're juggling money, but you're trying to be strong even though you don't feel it. So things are getting on top of you at the moment. But you know what? You're going to start leaving other people's problems behind in a minute. But the most important thing that Lewis needs to do is to write stuff down, because he's forgetting stuff. And because he's got this backstabbing going on around him, and I presume it's at work, he needs to make sure he keeps on top of his paperwork. Alright, if that makes any sense at all. Right, and for Lewis, we have schooling, study and meditation help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will help guide you and help you with this process. I did see a learning card in there as well, so I see that there's something he's going to do that's going to be to do with connected to in-work training or something. Alright, hope that makes sense. Charlotte Miller. Hi Charlotte. We have for you, trying to be strong even though you don't feel like you are. Somebody asks you to lend money out, that's coming up as well. And I want to tell you to not do it, not to lend the money, because they say they've got no money when they really have. Alright? Charlotte, I've got a grandfather as well for you. Again, every time I take my pipe it seems to be a grandfather. And I see that money's it's like there's bickering all around you, but you've got the Wheel of Fortune, so it's time for things to change. But it's all about learning, and that's the crux of it. You've got to learn to allow it to change, and stop worrying about other people's problems. They're not your problems, because you're losing sleep somehow, and you need to stop it. Alright, because it's not you that you're worrying about. Let's find another card. Uriel, your emotions are healing, which enable you to open to greater love. I'll help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. Alright, sweetheart, I hope that makes sense to you, Charlotte. Yeah, spot on, thank you. Sammy White, hi. Yeah, you remembered today. Of course you can. And I see Harley coming up as well. Right, Sammy. Sammy, you're tempted to change things in your life. You've got the gypsy blood in you. So you do It's like you don't settle easy. You always want to change things, even if it's change your room round or change your colour scheme or something. You always want to change things. And you've got that coming through loud and clear, that you're tempted to do something different. You're at that stage in your life where you want to move on somewhere. I see the spirits. You see spirits around you. But I'll tell you what, Sammy, there is going to be a pregnancy around you soon. You're going to find out about someone who's pregnant. All right, so hopefully it's a planned one. And I see that there again, there's a little bit of problems, a little bit of bitching behind your back. You'll find out about it. Don't worry about it. It's not going to give you a day's worry. All right. So just be aware of it and move on. I see that you have got if you haven't, you will have a relationship or a sexual relationship coming on. You could put the sexual relationship with the card of the temptation as well. So be careful. All right. Right. Let's see what we got for you in angel cards. We have Melina. You're confused and indecisive because you don't have enough information. Do research or seek expert advice before making a decision. All right, I think that's important for you to remember. Okay, Sammy, I hope that makes sense. What have I lost? Lost some pages here. Hang on. Right, okay, then I've got Kate, Sue, Godfrey, thank you. Harley. Okay, Harley. You messaged the other evening, that's right. Hi Holly Roberts. We have you looking after people, all right? So you are one of nature's people that look after people. So you try and do that, but you are slowly learning to leave other people's problems behind you, Harley. Harley, yeah, it's like you've got some people you need to get out of your life. All right, now you're going to find out about which ones they are, but when you move them on, it's going to be positive. All right, it's going to be a good movement. All right, it's time for them to go. Okay, and I think this is a lot to do with what I'm seeing, because there is a depression for you, Harley. You get quite down, and you tend to rush into things without thinking sometimes, and it's time for you to chill out a bit, my darling, and you need to get those bad influences out of your life. Money's improving for you as well, Harley. So there's going to be something coming up that's going to improve your financial situation, which is good. And we have, you are confused and indecisive because you don't have enough information. Do research or expert advice before making a decision. All right. I hope that makes sense to you, Harley, my darling. And I will see you soon. Well, I hope to see you soon. Take care. And sorry I didn't give you a reading the other night, but it wasn't what we were doing. Okay, Lorraine Alexander. Hi. Thank you, Aaron. See you soon. Stay safe. Right, Lorraine, Alexander. How are you? We're good. Right, but you've got to stop worrying about what other people say about you or think about you. It's you're doing okay, all right? Don't worry about what other people say. I know you're staying in, but you've got plans and ideas, but it's your own insecurity that stops you from doing these plans and ideas, okay? Everything's going the right. You need to do it. I'm just being told you need to do it. You don't do it because of your own insecurities. Really angry about it. You have to do it. All right, do it. Take the ball by the horns. Write stuff down. Make lists. That's the important thing. And the Chariot is telling me you need to go ahead with this. It's quite passionate about it. It's time for you to go ahead. It's time for you to do this. To move on. All right. It's an important part of this reading. I see money's a bit of a mess. But I'm also seeing that learning, you need some learning to do this as well. So there's going to be something that's going to help you to earn more money, that's going to be involved in education. I hope that makes sense to you, Lorraine. Let's see what we got for you as well. We have, I'm the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. All right. I hope that makes sense to you, my sweet. And I'm sorry I was getting quite passionate about it because the spirits were telling me it was quite passionate about it. All right, you need to see the good things about you, Lorraine. Right, Joy Gordon. Hi. Keeps slipping up. I keep losing the line of the people. Hi, Joy Gordon. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Right, let's see if we can find a card for you, Joy. Joy, again, you've got to get people out your life. There's a couple of people that are causing negative aspects in your life. And I see that you've got a youngster around you with Asperger's, autism, ADHD, who's probably driving you absolutely mad at this time, or you worry about them quite a lot. I see again the Wheel of Fortune. So the wheel's changing for you, but you have to work on learning to let that wheel turn. All right. So it's all about education, and you are aware of spirits around you. So don't be afraid of it. Work with it, Joy. I see that, yeah, you worry about what other people think, and I see that you also have your own insecurities as well. And I want you to be calm and chill and realise that everything's going to be fine. 2 seconds, I'll get you an angel card. Love Reiki. We do Reiki. Right. You have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. We love Reiki. I teach Reiki, doing Reiki 1 attunements, Reiki 2, Reiki Masters, any you like, Joy. But I hope you're okay, love and light to you. Joanne Hayes, good afternoon. Can you have a card? Yes, of course you can. Yours is all about education as well. There's going to be some learning somewhere, something you need to learn to allow you to move on, all right, happily. You are a spiritual person. You have everything going for you, but you have to trust in yourself, Joanne, all right? See if I can find, you've got a soulmate around you and your relationship is quite good, but there is a moving on, okay? Now, that doesn't mean that's in a relationship, but there is a moving on into a new situation, but you have to leave the other people's problems behind you to allow that to move on. And you've got to believe in yourself, Joanne, because you struggle with that. And I see you're juggling money at the moment, but I think we all are. Right, Joanne, 2 seconds. I have caution is warranted. Look deeper into the situation before proceeding further. Okay, my sweetheart? I hope that makes sense. No, we have enough kids, thank you. Doesn't mean it's your kids, it could be grandkids, Aaron. Right, Joy loves Reiki. Highly, yep, done you heal. Keeley Hills, hi. How are you? Oh, Ben's late. It's alright, you're not late. Right, Keeley. There's some big bitch stabbing going on behind your back, sweetheart. I don't know where it is, but somebody's talking rubbish behind your back. But there is a moving on, or a moving potentially. I see you're a bit chaotic at the moment because the cards are flying all over the place. Money's going to improve for you, but there's going to be a pregnancy around you as well if you're not careful. Just saying. It might be somebody you know, it doesn't have to be you. And I see that you're your own worst enemy. So you deal with your problems, but then you tell yourself off for having them in the first place. And I want to say to you, give yourself a break, Keeley. Alright? Life's not, we've all got problems. It doesn't mean anything. It's just life. Right, take action. You're in touch with your truth in this situation. You need to trust your gut and lovingly insert yourself. Alright, sweetheart. And Aaron, yeah, doesn't mean you're having any more kids. Right, Jenny Sanders, hi. Jenny, there's a celebration for you, but there's a depression as well. So I'm seeing a depression that's been quite deep, but a lot of the depression is connected with the past. So you struggle to see good things in the past. You need to focus on the past in a positive way, and it will make life so much easier for you, Jenny. I see that you have a new beginning, and there is a pregnancy around you. It doesn't mean it's you, but it means it's someone close, all right? And I see you worrying about what others think, and I want to tell you, no, don't. Why did you worry what other people think of you? All right, maybe that's part of why you struggle with your depression. But you need to give yourself a break. And I see that your family's actually okay. You're happy families, but you don't see the good things about you sometimes. All right, you do hide if you have any problems in your family as well. So you're very particular about that. Oh, hello. You are a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth and all of its inhabitants. So Jenny, that's an important one. So maybe it's time for you to do that. You know, look to that side of your life. Okay. All right, sweetheart. Right, let's see. We've got Ben. Hi, Ben. You're not late. Ben, you've got some training coming up, some learning, something to help you earn more money. Maybe that's on the job training or whatever, I don't know. You are needing to write stuff down because you're forgetting stuff. You need to make lists. Ben, get yourself organised. Alright? Write it on your moon group. No, don't write it on your moon group. Right, I've got you worrying about what others think, but you have got the brilliant new beginning. The new beginning that I'm seeing is the one of fantasy. It's the one of like everything you've always wanted. And it's really good to see that coming through for you, my darling. But I see money's a bit of a mess, so you're probably struggling on furlough a bit. But you are more in control of your money than you have been for a while, so that's always a positive. Let's get you an angel card. We have faith and hope because there is something positive and new on the horizon that you can't see yet. All right, Ben. So there's new beginnings there. It's all good. It's all going the right way. And I've also got, now you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. Now that threw itself out the cards. So I hope that makes sense to you, Ben. All right. And I hope to see you soon. Grant Baker. Hi. Lovely to see you. Let's see what we got for you, Grant. Money's a bit of a mess. I've got you, right, you're quite stubborn, so you refuse to see the good things about you, Grant, which is a tough thing. You know, believe in yourself because others believe in you, all right? And I see that you've got a lovely new beginning. You've also got a soulmate around you, which is important, but you're worried about your mother figure. There's an older lady, you're worried about her health. Don't worry too much. I'm not seeing anything bad happen, all right, my sweet? And I see you've got the top family, happy families card. So, you know, things are going your way, but you've got to stop blaming yourself for stuff. You've got a new beginning, you've got a moving on, all right? So to go with it. Right, we have for you, your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. I'll help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. All right, sweetheart. I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, Sue, I've read. Jade, Sammy, I've read for you. Lorraine, I've read for you. Good, I'm glad that makes sense. Joy, Gordon, I've read for you. Claire Stones, I've read. Harley, hi, I've read for you. Lauren Hill, hi, I haven't read for you, I don't think. Right, Lauren. You're Geneva again, so you're sat in the middle of people arguing around you, or not arguing. People come to, sorry, that's a mistake. People coming to you with their problems, and you're kind of sitting in the middle, trying to sort of be in the middle and keeping everyone happy. And I understand that's probably quite a hard place to be at times. I've got you being more in control of your money, and there's some learning for you, but money's a bit of a mess at the moment, so it's coming in dribs and drabs. So I'm assuming that potentially you're not earning your full amount of money, so that would lead me towards you being maybe furloughed at the moment. Tobacco, nicotine. Right, there's some backstabbing going on, Lauren, though, behind your back. I don't know if this is at work or if this is around a group of friends, but somebody's not particularly your friend, all right? So just be careful. And you've got a soulmate around you at the moment, so if you haven't now, you certainly will have soon, all right? And that's coming out strong, all right? But there is some training, some form of education or training to help you earn more money as well, Lauren, that I'm seeing sneaking in the cards. And you making out you're strong when you really don't feel like you are. But you know what, you've got this. And I think you need to know that more than anything. Alright, you have this, Lauren. Melina, you're confused and indecisive because you don't have enough information. Do research or seek medical expert advice before making a decision. Alright, Lauren, I hope that makes sense to you, my sweetheart. Next, we have Sue Bryce. Hi, Sue. Yes, he will. Yes, he is. Is he quite a tall man? Right. Okay. He's coming through in the cards as well. You smell him around you anyway. You're aware he's there. You've seen him. He's telling me you've seen him in the mirrors. All right. You've caught sight of him. So he is aware. You are aware he's around you. And I see that you're worried about an older person, an older man again as well around your life. Unless that was your father when he was poorly. I see money being a bit of a mess. But you've got someone who's between 20 and 40 who is quite calm, all right, and quite clever. And I don't know if that's your relationship or what's coming through there. My dad's telling me something about a watch or something that goes on a bracelet on a wrist, all right. Don't know what's that about. You've got to stop worrying about other people's problems. They're not yours, darling. Leave it with them, okay? And I see that money's a bit of a mess at the moment, but you are juggling money. You're getting through. You've got to stop turning away from the good things about you. All right. Your father's in a better place. Start believing it. And we have, as you honour and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. All right, sweetheart, Sue Bryce. I hope that makes sense. And we've got Ethan Toon. Sorry, Lauren, I didn't spot that. Lauren is asking for a reading for Ethan Toon. I'm sure, did I read for Ethan last week? I'm sure I did. Right, Ethan. You've got a youngster around him who's super clever, a little indigo child, and an older woman who's got a lid on her emotions. So this is someone over 40 who probably he has a close connection with. I see there's a celebration, and I see Ethan is quite hard on himself. Ethan is critical, but he also rushes into things without thinking at times, or else it could be that Ethan's got a friend who's doing that at the moment and it's worrying him. And I see that you are a new beginning there, but there is going to be a pregnancy somewhere. Alright, and I think I said that last time. Sorry, I can't get away from it. But you are more in control of your money, Ethan, than you have been for a while. Alright, my sweet, but you are aware of spirits around you more. But the veil is thinning. Alright. Let's get a card for Ethan. And we have, now that you've asked for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. Alright? Okay, does that make sense to you, my darling? Now, Lucy. Hi, Lucy. Hope you're well. Might even get together at some stage. Get back to class. Lucy, you've got someone you're worrying about who rushes into things without thinking. It's just doing stupid stuff. They would benefit from some counselling. Possibly anger counselling, alright, so it might be worth finding out what's going on there. See, you've got a child around you who's really clever, and another one who's also quite gobby. So it could even be the same child. One is really, really clever, like an indigo child who just picks everything up, and the other one is the other way around, alright, it's quite gobby. I see that you struggle with trust, but you actually have got a soulmate around you. Lucy, that's important to remember. And you're fed up with bickering. There's bickering all around you. It's driving you mad. Alright. And I see money's improving for you, which is always a bonus, seeing as we're not actually earning much at the moment. Lucy, let's see if I can find a card for you, my darling. So Lucy, we have your children in earth and on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels. Alright, Lucy, my darling. So that's good news. Alright, take care, my sweet, and I really hope we can get back to class soon, because it's starting to do my head in. Right, now I've got Haley Mountain. Did I do Haley Roberts? I thought I did. Yeah, I did. Right, Haley Mountain. Hayley. Right. Hayley, you got an older woman with a sharp tongue around you who drives you mad. You have a youngster who's really, really clever as well, an indigo baby, who just picks things up, and you think, how on earth did they know how to do that? They just pick things up, but they're also talking to another child in spirit. So you've got a spirit child around you as well, Hayley. So this indigo child that you sometimes worry about, they actually have a child around you that they talk to, if that makes sense. Hope that does. And I've got you staying in, but you've got plans and ideas. You are going to get some people out your life, sweetheart, but there is a good reason for that, because it's for the best. All right, you've struggled, and it's time for them to go. All right, start seeing the good things about you, because you've got the Fool, and the Fool's journey is just beginning. So you're taking a leap of faith. You're going to do something completely different, and Hayley, it's all going to work out fine. All right. It's time for you to do it. The whole tarot deck revolves around the Fool's journey. Okay, you're juggling money, but I think we all are, and so don't worry about that. And a card for you would be caution is warranted. Look deeper into the situation before proceeding further. Okay, so whatever that pertains to, I'm sure you know. All right, sweetheart. Jeanette, do you want a reading yourself? I'm going to give you a reading anyway. I've read for Harley. Harley came up earlier on. All right, Jeanette, see what you got. Jeanette, you've got Gypsy in your family, so you like to change things, but there is also the devil. So you're tempted to do something different. There's something coming up where you just want to change things. You just, you're going to go tunnel vision, and you're going to get on and you're going to do it. You're going to change things, all right? But you've got to not worry what other people think when you're doing that, because it's time for you to do that, all right? You need to take your own, right, I assume I've got you over your mother or your grandmother. You need to take that initiative, all right? But you've got someone around you who's between 20 and 40 who's quite gobby and rushes into things, and I see that is something you worry about, all right? But you are going to learn to leave other people's problems behind, because they aren't yours, Jeanette. And you know what? You're keeping an eye on your money, you're checking your bank all the time. Keep doing it, all right? Because I've got a feeling there's something that's going to start coming out that you don't know about, all right? And you have Athena. It's safe to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. Okay, so it's time for you to be powerful, my darling. Okay, I hope that makes sense, Jeanette. And I've done Harley. Lauren yet? Done Ben yet? Love my reading. Charlotte Miller, thank you. Jenny Sanders. I haven't done you yet, have I? Jenny Sanders. Just have a sip of my tea. Jenny Sanders. Oh, have I read for you already, Jenny? I think I had. Okay, I'll do you again, Jenny, anyway, because I'm not 100% sure. So, Jenny, you laying awake worrying about other people and stabbing yourself in the back with their problems. If there's one thing you need to learn, is to leave other people's problems behind, and I can see that you will, all right? Because these people are adults and they're able to deal with their own problems, and you will actually do that. You are going to actually learn to do that, sweetheart. You are going to leave their stuff behind you. You're fed up with being Geneva. You're always in the middle, and they're always coming to you with their problems, and you're always trying to keep the peace. And I see that being an issue, that's something that drives you absolutely to drink. You've got to start making lists. You've got to stop worrying about, start seeing the good things about you, most importantly, all right? Start making lists, because you're forgetting something. And I have, yes, the timing's right for this new adventure. Happy outcome follows your positive expectations. All right? Okay, have I done Lauren? Yeah, I have done Lauren. All right, Jenny, then we have Lauren, Laura, done Laura, Harley, thank you. Laura, thank you. I've been pretty good, Lucy. I'm glad you're getting it, okay? I can always take you through it. I'm okay, thank you. Spot on. Right, Joy. She's from past. It's, you know, better to do a one-to-one, Joy, if I want to get messages from your past over spirit. It's quite hard, um, apart from a mother figure I'm getting for you. But then I'm getting an auntie as well. I don't know if this is an auntie or a great auntie. Joy, you have to. You, you've got a grandfather as well, or is he a dad? But he's got his hand on your shoulder, and he ruffles your hair quite a lot in the evenings and makes you cold on your shoulder because he puts his hand on your shoulder, if that makes sense. He seems to be the closest as I'm seeing it, but it's hard because I'm not seeing you. So, you know, if you want to get a proper reading, you'd be better off contacting me for a one-to-one, if that makes any sense. Okay, I do one-to-ones. They are uh, oh, they are £15, and that's for roughly 40 minutes, and that's done in this same way, but I'm face to face because I do video calls. All right, and blessed be sweetheart Joy. Love you lots. All this pregnancy boredom, yeah, probably there'll be a lot of lockdown babies, I think. Belinda Hawkins, hi, lovely to see you. I think there's going to be a lot of lockdown babies. I seem to be reading a lot of them. Right, Joy, you've got to stop. Joy, I'm back to Joy again. Belinda, okay, you've got to stop turning away from the good things about you. All right, I understand it's hard, and you are getting better at dealing with your problems one at a time. You used to let them overcome you, but now you've learned how to calm down and sort it out from there. But I understand why you're doing it, and I see that you're keeping an eye on your money all the time. You keep an eye on the bank. You're checking it all the time, and that's a connection. Right, you've got a control thing, Belinda. It's like you need to be in control, and this I'm getting as a result of something that happened in the past. And that something in the past sometimes caused you to dip into a depression, if that makes any sense. And again, I've got another pregnancy, so here, boredom, another baby, going to be news of another baby. I tell you, the maternity wards are going to be busy in 9 months. But I see you getting some people out your life, Belinda, and it is going to be for the best. All right, this is a positive move. All right, let's see what we got. We have Opal. Your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels. I'm assuming that's the little girl that I see as one of the children in heaven. All right, but I hope that makes sense, sweetheart. And take care. Right, Jenny, I've read for Jenny. Lucy, Chrissy Tarazek. Okay. Just having a fag. Or my version of having a fag. Chrissy Tarazek. Chrissy, you're aware of spirits around you. You see them quite a lot. But you are laying awake worrying about other people. And there's like a group of people who kind of like get into trouble or rush into things without thinking, and you're kind of sat in the middle of them. It's like you're worrying about them all at the moment, because I can see them all coming through. But there is a moving on for you, whether that's a moving home or moving on in your situation, Chrissy, I'm not sure. But you have to leave the past problems of other people behind you, all right? Or else you never really get that new beginning. And you are tempted to change things at the moment. So you are going along. So this moving on is something you've been thinking about for a while. And it's time for you to go ahead with it, sweetheart, because I've got the Chariot. And the Chariot is all about going on with your dreams. You're coming out of the town and going off to new pastures, and I think that's something that's going to happen with you. But I do think there's some training you want to do, or something you'd like to learn, which is going to help you to earn more money. All right. The wheel of fortune for you as well, Chrissy, so that means that things are changing, or the wheel is turning, but you have to learn your lessons. All right, that is the most important thing. You have to learn your lessons to allow for a really new beginning. And I see things are a bit chaotic with you at the moment, which I'm surprised because we're on lockdown, but as your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith, and don't try to force it to happen. All right, so everyone's looking out for you and up there in spirit, and it will all be okay. All right, my darling. Okay. All right, Chrissy, take care. Ethan, I've done you. Michelle Beaton, hi. Yeah, Belinda, I've done you. Right, Michelle. Cool. There you go, Michelle. You'd like to be in control of other people's problems, because if you're worrying about other people, you don't have to look at your own. Alright, and I think there's a reason that's coming out. You're more aware of spirits than you have been, so you're learning to open up, which is good. And I see that you have learned to deal with your problems. Right, so you used to have help with your problems, but now you have to do them yourself. But you are learning to own them, so you do own your problems, which is good. And I see that you're very independent, and you go ahead and you try and do your problem, deal with everything yourself. You don't want any help, but you're not in it on your own, because others around you would like to help you if you just told them what was going on. Yeah, if that makes sense. And you will learn to start leaving the problems of others behind you. Stop worrying about what other people say. All right, because I've got judgment and you feel judged. No, ignore it. All right, whatever it is, you've got a soulmate around you, and that is the most important thing in life at the moment for you. All right, you're enjoying doing what you do, and you enjoy looking after your money and being where you are. But yeah, don't let that insecurity either hold you back. All right, and stop being independent. And I bring you a message from your deceased loved one. I'm happy at peace. I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. Alright, now I think that's either a mother or grandmother. That's the feeling I'm getting with that. I hope that makes sense to you, my sweetheart. Alright, yeah, Belinda, you were on the list I read for you. Ethan, yeah, done. Chrissy, yeah. Ben Holland, Ghostbusters. Lucy Steele, it's spot on. My two boys are opposites and just wind each other up. Thank you. Hayley, thank you. Oh, hello, Julie Mountain. Hi, Julie. Let's see what we got for you. You're worried about an older man with his health. Don't worry too much. I'm not seeing anything terrible happening there. And you've got the sun, which is a good new beginning. It's the one that says, I've been through. If I could start again, do what I could do it again, knowing what I know now. And that's the situation you're at. So you've got that good. I see you're more in control of your emotions than you used to be, but you need to write things down, Julie, because you're forgetting stuff. There's news of a pregnancy around you somewhere, and you've got an older man with who gives you good advice, but he can also be critical. Okay, and you worry about you've got your own insecurities, so you worry about loyalty. You don't trust easy because of problems you've had in the past. So I'm sorry to hear that, but you have to start worrying about your problems, not other people's, because you have a tendency to focus on other people's problems rather than your own. That make any sense? Right, let's get a card for you, sweetheart. Julie, we have Adriana. I'm leading you toward the answer to your prayers. Listen to and follow the steps I'm communicating through your intuition, thoughts and dreams. Alright, so Julie, I hope that makes sense to you. Okay. We have Annalise Mountain. Oh, got the whole family. Hi, Annalise. Nice to meet you. Hang on 2 seconds. Annalise, you're at a new beginning, as in a good new beginning. You're at the whole of the tarot deck, as I've said before today, is leans on the Fool's journey. So the Fool steps off and begins rebirth. Okay, so you are at a really good new beginning, but it's going to take a bit of guts to do it, because it's stepping off a precipice. It's doing something really random, something really, you know, something different. It's going to be a good beginning, but you got to go with it. All right. You struggle with trust as well, so loyalty is a thing with you. And I can see that you've got a youngster around you that costs you a lot of money. All right. I hope it makes sense to you. You've got a moving card. Okay. Now there's also depression for you, Annalise, which worries me, because it's the only reason you have this depression is that you don't see the good in the past. You only see the bad, and sometimes you need to pick out the good parts. And there's a moving on now, either a moving home or a moving on. Now, moving on means that you need to leave the other people's problems behind you, or you'll never really get that new beginning. All right, Annalise. 2 seconds. Let's find a card for you. I am the angel of families. A happy change or addition is coming to your family. Well, I did see a pregnancy coming through for the family, so I'm assuming there will be somewhere. All right, but take care, Annalise, and I hope you enjoyed your reading. And thank you, that's great, very appropriate for me, Julie. Well done. And Hayley, yeah, Mum, she's good. Julie Mountain, yeah, the whole family. Well, and Michelle, thank you, enjoyed it. Thank you, Chrissy. I'm glad you all enjoyed your readings. It looks like I've finished the list. Hope I haven't missed anyone out this week. It's hard for me to keep track of it sometimes, because it scrolls up my screen and I'm trying to pull it down and get so as I don't miss anyone. But I do my very best to try and make sure that I get to everyone. I hope you all got the messages that you wanted or that you needed. And as I say, I do private readings. They're 40 minutes, and we've done through here, through Messenger, or even through Skype, or if people prefer. Obviously, they will be one-to-ones around when lockdown's lifted, but they do work. They do work through here, through the medium. As long as I can see you, tends to make it easier if I can see you than just doing these flash readings. But yeah, so message if you like a private reading. Other than that, I wish you all luck. We'll all be watching Boris at 7 o'clock tonight, and seeing what he's got to say. But yeah, lots of love, and thank you for watching, and thank you for joining, and I hope I did well for you. Alright, take care, lots of love and light. Okay, blessed be. Okay.